Welcome everyone back to the Loan for Cards YouTube channel. We are playing Drug Lord. Yes, Drug Lord, not Drug Dealer Simulator, but Drug Lord. This is an idle game, which was told by a friend of mine to play. He asked me to play this game and give it a shot. And I didn't think of anything at first. I just figured this is an idle game, should be pretty easy, but I was completely wrong. This game is very difficult because there's no manuals or instructions. Holy smokes. Let's change the sound. Let's turn that off real quick. I'm not going to edit that out because that was pretty funny. So anyways, this is an idle game again, what I said, and I thought it's going to be pretty easy. There's no manuals, no tutorials, things like that. So I decided, you know what, after playing this game for a pretty long time, I figured that I can share this with people who wants to play this game, give it a shot. So this is going to be a basic rundown on how to get your game started. It seems like, why do you need a tutorial to get the game started? But you need one, because trust me, this game trolls you really hard. You lose your lot of dealers, you lose your money. You have to restart. I'm gonna just turn off the music because that's so annoying. So basically, you press escape and you can change your music sound and go to window mode. All right. So break it down. What we got? You got your money. We have your weed. We have your meth, and we have your cocaine. We have your dealers here. We have your street dealers. They can purchase for $200 for the weed and $800 for the meth and cocaine. As you can see the prices here, I'm not going to run down the prices, but I'm going to run down the dealers for you. The street dealer does sell the drugs for you for 2 cents a second and your salary of 1 cent a second. So that means you net 1 cent a second. Okay, that's what the street dealer does. And once you buy this, it's going to increase in value for the next guy you buy. And as you can see, the maximum of guys you can buy is 8. Maximum buy, as you can see, the maximum of how many guys you can buy for your dealers. The next guy here is the advanced dealer, which sells for 10 cents a second, and his salary is 5 cents. So you net 5 cents a second with this dude. Next guy here, the wholesale dealer, he sells for $1.10 a second, grams a second, and salary is 55 cents a second. And the end game, which you probably want to get, is a smuggler, which is $5.20 a second, and the salary is $2.60 a second. Okay, so basically what that means is that whatever he sells for is going to add to this part in the upper left hand corner, and whatever salary that you give him is what's going to take off. Okay, so you always want to have a positive salary selling than the negative of what you give out. Okay, so this is really important to make sure that you're getting profit from your weed selling or your drug selling in general. So those are your dealers that you have. Now you have your wheat growers that you can see, the growers here that which will produce these things for you automatically. If you don't want to do a manual auto click, once you click on this, it's going to give you 24 cents a gram. Every single time you click, you can always sell by clicking on this and it'll give you $3. So the purpose of having a dealer is automatically clicking this for you, which will sell for you whatever product that you have. Like the weed is $6 a gram a second, or $6 a gram. Yeah, it's gonna be $6 a gram. So every time you click on this manually, you're only gonna be selling for $3. So if you have your dealers, you'll get more money. You only doing 50% if you do a manual click on this. So you want to have your dealers to sell for you. Same thing with the meth here, as you can see, and your cocaine. We're not going to talk about the meth and cocaine because this is a very complicated game. We're going to go with the weed. As I can tell you again, you need the greenhouse to store your weed. And when you store your weed growers, they're going to produce a certain amount in a salary. So it's very important that you see the salary is $1 for the greenhouse. So each greenhouse you have, it's going to cost you $1. As you can see, these dealers, they only produce $1.10, right? So you only produce $1.10. The weed house, the greenhouse, it costs you $1. And plus you have to pay this guy's salary, so 55. So you're going to be in a negative. So you're going to end up having a lot more dealers. You have to have a lot more dealers to balance out having your weed growers, okay? So the wheat growers is going to cost you $1,000 also, and they also produce a salary of 25 cents a second. Okay, so you have to sort of factor all that in, and now you're thinking like, whoa, how can you really possibly make money, or how does it possibly that you can actually do this? So here's a trick right off the bat. you need to download this. It's for free. It's called freemouseclicker.com. You can go to the website, download it for free, and this is going to be an auto clicker for you. Okay, so you need the auto clicker. It's not something that you want to play, and it's not something that you cheat from this game. It's something that you have to do because it's sort of impossible for you to sit there and click on this. You have no life. Okay, you have literally have no life playing this game if you're gonna do this and just click on it manually every single time. So you want to set this, you want to download this mouse clicker, open it up. You want to set the click intervals to 1 millisecond. That way it clicks really fast. You can have your hotkey to start and stop, which I chose F1 and F2, which will be Control F1, Control F2 to stop. And you want to do is action of single click. Okay, so once you do, so when I activate this to Control F1, all it's gonna do is gonna auto click. So it will be auto clicking for you. Once you max this out, you can go to your money and sell the money for you. Okay, that's what's gonna do. So you go back and forth until you build a whole bunch of money. Okay, so let me move this out of the screen real quick. Okay, so that's how you do it. So that's the first thing that you want to do is when you download this game, go ahead and go to freemouseclicker.com and download the mouse clicker, and that way you can start doing this. So the basic tutorial on this, which I showed you what's all about of what to do, is you want to get this right off the first. Okay, you want to do is go here and you want to get the THC extract. Okay, it costs you $4,000, 95 grams of weed, and it's going to increase your click to about 0.49. Okay, so it's going to give you, so that way it clicks a lot faster and you can grow a lot of weed. So that's the first thing you want to do. You don't want to worry about getting into dealers in the beginning. Like honestly, you don't need these two dealers at all, the street dealer and advanced street dealers. You want to start to get with the wholesale dealer and the smuggler. That's the end game you want to do, or to get you profitable. During the game, it will kill your dealers. Okay. Also, it will raid your laboratory and lose a lot of your money. So if you're saving a lot of money, it's gonna take your money too. So it's gonna troll you. This game's gonna troll you hard doing that stuff a lot of times. So it's gonna really frustrate you a lot. We have the bosses up here on top. This is the street boss. Let's go to the section. You have this. The boss will increase the double amount of the amount of dealers you can have. The banker, which gives you the $3 less salary. The lawyer, which ensures 3 productions from the rest. So any of the weed growers that you have, it will help you protect them. The policeman will protect your dealers and your growers. Okay, and the politician will pretty much protect like these guys here, right? I would recommend not doing any of these except the bosses that you need to upgrade. Once you upgrade and if they get arrested, you don't have to worry about it. You can just buy them again because it's really cheap. These other ones you don't really want to do. Politician you don't want to do because it's a waste of money because they get arrested too. The policeman is like the only one that you really need. But don't use them until you get the smuggler. So once you get the smuggler, because the smuggler dude costs $97,000, and once you get that and you lose him, it's gonna slow you down. But once you get the smuggler, things will go really fast, and this will get you your grams per second sold really high, positive mark, and then you can pretty much auto spam this, auto spam your weed. So once you get enough of the smuggler, you can start buying the plantation and growing your weed, so that way it balances out. So that way you can manually don't have to worry about clicking at all. And you want to have the grams second produced and sold even, like perfectly matched up. That way you don't have to click at anything at all. So this will automatically do for you. That's pretty much the end game, is to match between the amount of sellers that you have, amount of wheat growers you have. That way this number is even. So you should have 5 and 5, or like in reality it's going to be like 20 to 20 once you get your smugglers and everyone else. And that way this will automatically generate your money, and you don't have to do anything else until your dealers get killed or something. Then you have to rebuy them from this side to balance out this faction again. Again, same thing. So once you master the weed part of it, the same process for this. You'll want to go through the same thing, buying your 2 different houses and buying your wheat growers. I mean your growers and your dealers to even this out. But trust me, you don't want to deal with this yet until you get this really high. I would recommend to get this really high to like about 150 to 200 profit per second Then you want to mess around and do this. So you want to have about like $1 to $2 million grown here to have your bank. Then you can start messing with meth and everything else. Because trust me, money will go bad really fast because they're gonna screw you and take all your stuff from you and things like that. All right. So we talked about doing the extract like right off the bat for $4,000 and 95 grams of weed. The next thing you want to do while you're trying to get a lot of money is do the chemical fertilizer for the weed, which costs you $20,000 and 180 grams of weed. Okay, so basically you see here we have 100 grams that's maxed out, and to upgrade it you need to get a warehouse. The weed warehouse is gonna increase it by 100. Okay, but the thing about this is gonna cost you $15 per second. Okay, so it's gonna kill your positive and negative ratio right off the bat. So I would recommend once you get about $30,000, okay, around 30,000 or a little bit less than $30,000, is buy the weed house. Okay, buy the weed house, and you'll see this number drop. So your money's gonna start dropping a lot. Okay, unless you built this up enough money, it's gonna drop a lot. Spam this a lot manually for you so you can get up 180 grams or 200 grams as much as you can. Then once you do that, you want to upgrade your chemical fertilizer right off the bat. Once you do that, you want to sell back your warehouse. Okay, that way you take back the $15 a second off of your payroll here. That way it helps you out and you'll be back to the positive and go from there. And that way now you can actually manual spam this to like, I believe like $3. $2 a click. That's $2.50. So you're gonna get like $2.50 a click from upgrading that. Then you'll be able to start upgrading a lot faster to spam your weed and things like that. So that's pretty much it. That's a breakdown of the basic tutorial on this. I know it might be a little bit too much for you guys unless you start playing this game and you understand what I'm talking about. But just stay away from these guys, from the dealers, until you can get enough money from this. Because trust me, if you start doing this and then just auto spamming one thing, they're gonna die. You're gonna end up buying them again, and it's gonna cost you a lot of money, and then you end up losing a lot of money from the raids that they gave or the laboratory break-ins and things like that. But it's pretty much fun. If you do end up getting tilted, you might do a pay to win, which don't do it. Don't do pay to win in this game. Just uninstall and just don't play this if that really gets to you. I recommend not doing this. Just try it out. It really frustrated me. It really trolled me really hard. This game is really tough. I mean, without the basic tutorial, I had to pretty much do trial and error. So hopefully this tutorial helps you guys to get to the right start. That way you can start making positive money and having fun with this game. And I still enjoy it. I leave it open. I would recommend, opening up Netflix, watch some YouTube videos while this is going on, and just let it sit in the background while you make a lot of money, and then you can end up, buying all this stuff, getting the casino and creating a cartel and other stuff like that you can do. So that's it. I hope you like this content. Please do not dislike it. Don't give me hate comments saying, Lone, I can't believe you made me play this game. This game's the worst game in the world. But, it's fun. It's really challenging, guys. So hope you guys like and subscribe this YouTube channel, and I'll have more content, more video games that I'm going to show you guys and do some basic tutorials on. You guys stay safe out there. See you guys next time. Peace out.